All right there, everyone. The Brexit Party officially triumphs as the Tories and Labour collapse. That's what we'll be talking about on this special European elections update video with 99% of the votes counted. Nigel Farage's Brexit Party is the victor, hands down, in the UK. The Brexit Party will easily take one out of every 3 seats. In some parts of Britain, particularly in the north, the Brexit Party was winning 1 out of every 2 votes. It was astonishing dominance. When you combine the pro-Brexit forces of both the Tories and UKIP with the Brexit Party, we're talking a vote total of upwards around 45%. And keep in mind, half of Labour's voters voted originally to leave back in June of 2016. So this isn't just a matter of voting for the Brexit Party or UKIP. The Brexit issue is cutting across the 2 major parties in ways that have just simply redefined British politics. Both the Tories and Labour suffered tonight. Labour fell to just around 14% of the vote, behind the Social Democrats. And the Tories, they've collapsed to 5th place, behind the Green Party. It was that bad. The Tories got a miserable 9% of the vote. It was a slaughter, to say the least. But again, keep in mind, Labour didn't fare much better. The dominance of the Brexit Party really is the news tonight. It was just astonishing. And in many respects, this Brexit Party victory was a big exclamation mark at the end of a really amazing day of gains for the nationalist populist right. All said, they will represent 1 out of every 3 seats in the next European Parliament. We have now reports from Slovenia that the nationalist populist Slovenia Democratic Party won their elections, the single biggest party. The Slovenian Democratic Party is an ally of Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, who's been a big supporter of them, so they came out on top. In Croatia, the Conservatives have won 1st place, while a nationalist populist coalition came in a strong 3rd. In Austria, Sebastian Kurz's People's Party came in 1st with 35% of the vote. All the while, the nationalist populist Freedom Party came in 3rd with 18% of the vote. So even though there was this terrible scandal involving Heinz-Christian Strache last week and the Freedom Party, the nationalist populist conservative bloc still managed to come up with a majority in Austria. In many ways, the victory of the Brexit Party really just caps off an astonishing day for the nationalist populist right. The right won major victories in France, with Marine Le Pen defeating Macron quite solidly. National Rally is in a very strong position right now in France. The right won in Poland, a decisive victory there with the Nationalist Law and Justice Party. They won in Hungary with Viktor Orban's Fidesz party continuing to enjoy their supermajority status. The Czech Republic gave the center-right ANO 1st place, while the Nationalist Populist Freedom and Direct Democracy Party picked up a seat as well. We saw the right win as we said, in Austria. In Croatia, we saw the nationalist right Vlaams Belang Party surge to 2nd place in Belgium, just behind the center-right New Flemish Alliance Party. That was an astonishing victory. We saw the Conservatives finally take over Greece. In fact, the Prime Minister has now announced there is going to be snap elections after this humiliating defeat for the far-left Syriza party there in Greece. And, of course, Italy and the astonishing rise of Matteo Salvini and the Lega Party. That's just dominating Italian politics. They are now the single largest party in Italy by far. And now the Brexit Party's massive victory, winning with over 30% of the vote. So we'll look at all the results in more detail tomorrow and in the days following. But all in all, this was a European election like no other. And you'll find that as much as the globalist corporatist media is going to try to focus on the rise of the Greens or the Liberals or whatever, you watch over time, more and more pundits will come out and admit that this was nothing short of a political earthquake. The nationalist right has come to Brussels, and we are just getting started.